Hey Aries, I just sat down with my deck because I kept feeling this intense pull to do a reading specifically for you, and honestly what came through is absolutely wild. Like I had to shuffle 3 times because I could not believe what the cards were showing me. There are 2 major pieces of news heading your way, and I am not even exaggerating when I say one of them is going to completely shake up everything you thought you knew about your current situation, while the other one is going to put you in the spotlight in the most incredible way possible. So I pulled 10 cards for this reading, and right off the bat, the energy is just buzzing. The universe is literally screaming at me to tell you that you are standing at this massive crossroads right now, and the decisions you make in the coming weeks are going to ripple out further than you can even imagine. But before we dive into what these 2 pieces of news actually are, let me just say that whatever initial shock or confusion you might feel from the first news is actually setting you up for something so much bigger and better. Okay, so the first card that came out, and I am getting goosebumps even telling you this is the Sun. This card jumped out of the deck before I even finished shuffling, which tells me that one of these news items is connected to success energy that is undeniable. The Sun represents clarity, achievement, vitality, and this pure, unfiltered joy that is about to flood into your life. What I am seeing here, Aries, is that something you have been working toward probably for months or maybe even years is about to come to fruition in a way that exceeds your expectations. The Sun card is telling me that this success is not just going to be personal satisfaction, but public recognition. People are going to see you, Aries. Your accomplishments are going to be visible and celebrated, and you are going to feel this sense of validation that you have been craving for so long. This could manifest in so many ways depending on where you are in your journey right now. For some of you, this might be a promotion at work or landing that dream job you applied for. For others, this could be launching a creative project that takes off way faster than you anticipated. Some of you might be receiving news about a financial windfall or an investment that pays off big time. But here is what is really interesting about the Sun showing up first. This card is also about truth coming to light. Everything that has been hidden in shadows is about to be illuminated, and while this is ultimately positive, it means that some illusions you have been holding on to are going to shatter. The Sun does not allow for pretending or avoiding reality. It brings everything out into the open, whether you are ready for it or not. So while this news is going to make you shine, it is also going to require you to be completely authentic and honest about who you are and what you want. I am seeing that for many of you, this recognition or success is tied to something you almost gave up on. Like you were so close to throwing in the towel and walking away, but something kept you going, and now is when it all clicks into place. The timing of this is divine, Aries. You went through everything that felt like failure or delay was actually preparing you for this moment when you could handle the level of visibility and responsibility that comes with this kind of success. The second card I pulled is Queen of Pentacles, and this is giving me such grounded, earthy, abundant energy. This queen knows her worth, and she is not apologizing for wanting security and comfort. What this card is telling me is that one of the pieces of news coming your way is directly related to your material world and your sense of stability. This could be about money, property, resources, or even a relationship that provides emotional and financial security. Queen of Pentacles is showing me that you are stepping into a phase where you are going to feel more secure than you have felt in a long time. For those of you who have been struggling financially or feeling uncertain about your living situation or career stability, this card is a massive sign that relief is coming. The news you receive might be about a financial opportunity that allows you to finally breathe easier. This could be a job offer with better pay, a business deal that comes through an inheritance or settlement, or even meeting someone who helps elevate your financial situation. But Queen of Pentacles is not just about receiving, she is also about wise management and nurturing what you have. So the news might also be about you making a smart decision with your resources. Maybe you are going to find the perfect investment opportunity, or you are going to negotiate something that significantly improves your financial position. This queen is practical and strategic, so whatever news comes through is something you can build on. It is not just a flash-in-the-pan moment of luck, but something sustainable that creates long-term abundance. What I love about this card appearing in your reading is that it shows you are ready to receive this abundance. Sometimes we sabotage ourselves when good things come because we do not feel worthy, but Queen of Pentacles energy says, you know your value now. You have done the work on your self-worth, and you are prepared to accept and manage whatever prosperity is heading your way. This is also telling me that some of you might be receiving news about a property investment or even finding your dream home. The Queen of Pentacles loves beautiful, comfortable spaces, and she is very connected to the physical world. Now the third card, and this is where things get really interesting, is Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is the card that represents the news that is going to shake you up. Seven of Swords is traditionally about deception, theft, strategy, and hidden agendas. When this card shows up, it is telling me that you are about to discover something that someone has been keeping from you. This is the difficult news I mentioned at the beginning, but stay with me, because this revelation is actually protecting you from something. Much worse down the line, Seven of Swords is showing me that someone in your circle, whether personal or professional, has not been completely honest with you. They might have been taking credit for your ideas, talking behind your back, or operating with motivations that are not aligned with your best interests. The news you receive is going to expose this, and initially it is going to feel like a betrayal. You might feel angry, confused, or even foolish for not seeing it sooner. But here's the thing, Aries. The universe is protecting you by revealing this now. Before you get in any deeper with this person or situation, I am seeing that for some of you this might be related to a work situation where you discover that a colleague or even a boss has been undermining you or taking credit for your contributions. For others, this could be about a friendship or relationship where you realize that this person has been playing games or keeping secrets that affect you. Some of you might discover financial information that was hidden from you or learn about conversations that were happening behind your back. The Seven of Swords can also indicate that you are the one who needs to be strategic right now. Maybe the news you receive gives you information that you need to play close to your chest for a while. You might need to carefully plan your next moves rather than reacting emotionally. This card is about using your intelligence and being strategic about how you handle sensitive information. Not everyone needs to know what you know right away, and sometimes the smartest move is to observe and gather more information before you make your move. What I want you to understand about this card is that while the initial news might hurt or shock, it is ultimately liberating. You are being freed from a situation or dynamic that was never serving your highest good. Yes, it might feel destabilizing at first, but once you process the information, you are going to realize that you are actually better off knowing the truth. This revelation clears the path for something much more authentic and aligned to come into your life. The fourth card is Temperance, and oh my goodness, this is such a healing, balancing energy after that Seven of Swords. Temperance is all about finding the middle path, creating harmony, and having patience with the process. This card is telling me that as these two pieces of news come through, you are going to need to find your center and not swing too far in either direction, emotionally. Temperance is showing me that you are being called to integrate these experiences rather than compartmentalize them. The success and recognition from the Sun combined with the revelation from Seven of Swords is going to require you to hold space for multiple truths at once. You can be grateful for your achievements while also processing disappointment about betrayal. You can celebrate your wins while also being cautious about who you trust moving forward. This is not about being cynical, but about being wise. I am seeing that Temperance is also guiding you to take your time with any big decisions that come up as a result of this news. Do not rush into anything. Do not make moves based purely on emotion, whether that emotion is excitement or anger. Give yourself space to really feel everything and then respond from a place of clarity and alignment. This card is telling me that you have the ability to alchemize both pieces of news into something that serves your growth. The challenge is to not let either extreme take you off course. For some of you, Temperance might also be indicating that moderation is going to be important in how you handle your upcoming success. Do not blow through money or resources just because you suddenly have more. Do not overextend yourself just because opportunities are opening up. Stay grounded and remember that sustainable success is built through consistent, balanced effort, not through burning bright and fast. This card is also about healing old wounds. So if the news about deception brings up past hurts, Temperance is encouraging you to do the inner work to process and release those patterns. The fifth card is Ten of Swords, and I know this looks intense, but hear me out because this is actually a really important card for your situation. Ten of Swords represents an ending that is absolute and complete. Something is coming to a definitive close, Aries, and while this might feel dramatic or painful in the moment, it is necessary for your evolution. Of Swords is showing me that the news you receive, particularly the shocking revelation, is going to mark the end of a chapter. This could be the end of a job, a relationship, a living situation, or even just the end of a belief system or way of operating that no longer serves you. The image on this card shows someone face down with 10 swords in their back, which feels devastating, but what people often miss is that this is also the card of liberation. Once you hit rock bottom, the only way is up. What I am seeing here is that some of you have been holding on to something or someone out of loyalty, fear, or habit, even though deep down you knew it was not right. The news you receive is going to make it impossible to keep pretending or avoiding the truth. It is going to force the ending that you have been too scared or too comfortable to initiate yourself. And while this might hurt at first, you are going to look back in a few months and realize it was the best thing that could have happened. 10 of Swords is also about releasing victimhood. Yes, something difficult is happening, but you are not powerless. You get to decide how you respond and what story you tell yourself about this experience. Are you going to stay down, or are you going to use this as fuel to rise even stronger? I am seeing that many of you are going to choose the latter. This ending is clearing space for the new beginning that the Sun and Queen of Pentacles promised. For some of you, this might literally be about walking away from a toxic situation that has been draining your energy for way too long. The news you receive gives you the final push you needed to leave. For others, this is more metaphorical, about ending patterns of self-sacrifice or people-pleasing that have kept you small. Either way, 10 of Swords says this chapter is done and there is no going back even if you wanted to. The sixth card is Queen of Swords, and I absolutely love that this showed up right after 10 of Swords, because this queen is all about clarity, truth, and cutting through nonsense with precision. Queen of Swords does not mess around, Aries. She sees through lies. She sets boundaries and she communicates with directness and honesty. This card is telling me that as you process these two pieces of news, you are going to step into a much more discerning and boundaried version of yourself. You are not going to tolerate games or ambiguity anymore. You are going to start asking the hard questions and demanding straight answers. This queen is showing me that you are developing or strengthening your ability to see people and situations for what they really are, not what you hope they could be or what they are pretending to be. Queen of Swords energy is sharp but fair. She is not cruel or vindictive, but she will absolutely cut off anything that is not serving the highest good. After the revelation from 7 of Swords, you are going to embody more of this energy. You might find yourself having some difficult conversations where you lay down new boundaries or call out behavior that you previously let slide. Some people are not going to like this new version of you because it means they can no longer manipulate or take advantage of you, but that is exactly the point. I am seeing that Queen of Swords is also about using your voice. Some of you have been staying quiet about things that bother you because you did not want to rock the boat or seem difficult. But this card is saying that speaking your truth even when your voice shakes is part of your path forward. The news you receive might require you to advocate for yourself in ways that feel uncomfortable at first. You might need to stand up to authority figures, confront someone who wronged you, or simply say no to things that do not align with your values. This queen is also highly intelligent and analytical. She is encouraging you to gather facts, ask questions, and do your research before making any major decisions. Do not just go off emotions or what other people tell you. Verify information for yourself. This is especially important if the news involves business deals, contracts, or any situation where someone else benefits from your agreement or compliance. The 7th card is the Chariot, and this is pure momentum and victory energy. After everything you have been through, all the processing and the endings, the Chariot is showing me that you are about to move forward with incredible speed and determination. This is the card of triumph over adversity, of harnessing opposing forces and directing them toward your goals. The Chariot is telling me that once you receive both pieces of news, and you have had time to process and integrate everything, you are going to experience this surge of motivation and clarity about your next steps. You are going to feel unstoppable, Aries. All the confusion and uncertainty is going to lift, and you are going to know exactly what you need to do. This card represents taking control of your life and steering it in the direction you want to go, regardless of what anyone else thinks or says. I am seeing that the Chariot is also about willpower and discipline. The success indicated by the Sun and Queen of Pentacles is not just going to fall into your lap effortlessly. You are going to need to work for it, but the difference is that now you have crystal clear focus, and you are not wasting energy on things or people that do not matter. The revelation from Seven of Swords actually helps you by showing you where you were leaking energy and giving you permission to redirect that energy toward your true goals. For some of you, the Chariot might literally represent travel or movement. Maybe the good news involves an opportunity in a different city or country. Maybe you are finally making that move you have been dreaming about. This card is about forward motion, about leaving behind what no longer serves you and racing toward your destiny. You are in the driver's seat, Aries, and nothing is going to stop you now. The Chariot also speaks to your ability to hold paradox. You are balancing the light and dark aspects of life, understanding that success and challenge can coexist. You are becoming someone who can celebrate victories while staying grounded and realistic. This maturity and emotional intelligence is what is going to help you sustain your success long-term rather than burning out or self-sabotaging when things get good. The 8th card is the High Priestess, and this is fascinating because she represents intuition, hidden knowledge, and the mysteries beneath the surface. The High Priestess is telling me that on some level you already know about both pieces of news. Your intuition has been whispering to you maybe for weeks or months, but you have been ignoring those gut feelings or talking yourself out of what you sense. The High Priestess is encouraging you to trust your inner knowing. When the news comes, do not be surprised if your first reaction is a sense of recognition, like you somehow knew this was coming. Your subconscious has been picking up on clues and patterns that your conscious mind has not fully processed yet. This card is validation that your instincts are accurate, and you should listen to them more often. I am seeing that the High Priestess is also about the unseen forces supporting you. There is magic and mystery working behind the scenes in your favor, Aries. Things are aligning in ways you cannot see yet, but soon the curtain will be pulled back, and you will understand how everything connects. This card often appears when spiritual guidance is available, so pay attention to your dreams, synchronicities, and those random thoughts that pop into your head. The universe is communicating with you constantly. For some of you, the High Priestess might indicate that one of the pieces of news involves something secret or confidential. Maybe you are going to be entrusted with information that not everyone has access to. Maybe you are going to discover something that has been deliberately hidden. This card is also about secrets you might be keeping. If you have been holding on to information or living a double life in some way, this reading is a sign that authenticity is your path forward. The High Priestess is also the card of the divine feminine wisdom. She is asking you to balance your action-oriented Aries nature with receptivity and patience. Not everything requires immediate action. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is wait, observe, and listen. The news is coming to you in divine timing, and trying to force or control the situation will only create more stress. Trust the process and trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. The 9th card is the Empress, and oh, this is such beautiful, abundant, creative energy. The Empress is all about fertility, creativity, nurturing, and bringing something new into the world. This card is showing me that the good news, particularly the success and recognition from the Sun, is going to open up opportunities for you to create and build something lasting. The Empress is telling me that you are entering a highly creative phase where ideas are going to flow easily and everything you touch seems to grow and flourish. For some of you, this might literally be about pregnancy or starting a family, but for most of you, this is about birthing projects, businesses, or creative endeavors. The news you receive might be about funding for a creative project, acceptance into a program you applied for, or meeting someone who wants to collaborate with you on bringing your vision to life. What I love about the Empress appearing in this reading is that she represents abundance without struggle. She is not hustling or forcing, she is simply being her authentic self, and abundance flows to her naturally. This is the energy you are moving into. Aries, after all the fighting and pushing and trying, to make things happen, you are entering a phase where things come more easily because you are aligned with your true nature and purpose. The Empress is also about nurturing yourself and others. As you step into greater success and visibility, you are going to be called to support and uplift others who are coming up behind you. You might become a mentor or role model for people who are where you once were. This is part of your legacy and it is going to be deeply fulfilling. But remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup, so the Empress is also reminding you to nurture yourself. Rest when you need to. Eat well. Spend time in nature and do things that make you feel good in your body. For some of you, the Empress might also indicate that the good news involves a woman. Maybe a female boss, mentor, investor, or supporter is going to play a key role in your upcoming success. Pay attention to the women who show up in your life around the time you receive this news, because they might be important allies or collaborators. The Empress is also connected to motherhood, so for some of you, this could involve your actual mother or a mother figure providing support or resources. The 10th and final card is Two of Cups, and I am actually getting emotional because this card is about partnership, union, and mutual respect. Two of Cups represents a connection between two people or two aspects of yourself that creates something greater than the sum of its parts. This is the card of soulmate energy, whether that is romantic, platonic, or professional. Two of Cups is telling me that one of the pieces of news might involve a partnership or collaboration. Maybe you are going to meet someone who becomes a business partner or creative collaborator. Maybe you are going to reconnect with someone from your past and realize that together you are unstoppable. For those of you who are single, this could absolutely be about meeting someone romantically who matches your energy and ambition. This is not just any connection, this is the kind of partnership where you both elevate each other. What is beautiful about Two of Cups appearing at the end of this reading is that it shows that despite the betrayal and endings indicated by Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords, you are not becoming closed off or bitter. You are still open to genuine connection and partnership. You are just more discerning about who you let into your inner circle. The people who earn your trust moving forward are going to be worthy of it. I am seeing that Two of Cups is also about the partnership between your head and your heart. After all the intensity of this reading, you are finding balance between logic and emotion, between protecting yourself and staying open, between being strategic and being authentic. This integration is what makes you powerful, Aries. You are not choosing between being soft or being strong. You are learning to be both. For some of you, Two of Cups might also represent reconciliation or healing in an existing relationship. Maybe the news you receive or the way you handle everything actually strengthens a bond with someone important to you. Maybe going through this challenging time together shows you who your real supporters are, and those connections deepen as a result. So let me bring this all together for you, Aries, because there is so much happening in this reading. The two big pieces of news coming your way are first a massive success and recognition that is going to put you in the spotlight and potentially change your financial situation for the better. This is tied to the Sun, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Empress. You are being seen, celebrated, and rewarded for your efforts and talents. This success is sustainable, and it is opening doors you did not even know existed. The second piece of news is a revelation about deception or hidden information that is going to shake up your world temporarily. This is connected to Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Queen of Swords. You are going to discover something that makes you question people or situations you thought were solid. While this is painful, it is ultimately protecting you and pushing you toward greater authenticity and discernment. What ties both pieces of news together is the spiritual guidance from the High Priestess, the balancing energy of Temperance, and the partnership potential of Two of Cups. You are being supported by forces you cannot see. You have the wisdom to navigate both extremes without losing yourself, and you are attracting or strengthening connections with people who truly have your back. My advice: as you move through this, Aries, is to stay grounded. Celebrate your wins, but do not let success make you reckless or arrogant. Process the difficult revelations, but do not let them make you cynical or closed off. Trust your intuition, it has been right all along. Set boundaries with people who have proven themselves untrustworthy, but stay open to authentic connections. Move forward with determination, but remember that rest and self-care are part of the process, not obstacles to it. You are entering a new chapter that is going to require you to level up in every way mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The universe is clearing out everything that is not aligned with your highest path so that you have space for the incredible opportunities and connections that are meant for you. This is your time to shine, Aries, and nothing and no one can dim your light if you do not let them. All right, I really hope this reading resonated with you. If you felt those tingles or that sense of knowing while you were listening, that is your soul confirming that this message is for you. Remember that you are more powerful than you realize, and these challenges are just making you stronger. You have got this, and I am rooting for you. Let me know in the comments if any of this lands for you. I love hearing your stories. Sending you so much love and light on your journey.